Hey, hi, hello. First, thank you for over 800 subscribers. I don't know what happened. I started getting a ton of subscribers all at once, and thank you so much. Yeah, that is crazy. I'm like, yeah, so thank you. But today, we're doing fun makeup. We're doing fun eyeshadow. So, it's a little tutorial, I guess. But I already did my skincare and everything. And sorry about my wet hair. I'm fresh out of the shower and washed my hair. But first, Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. But you already know what the eyeshadow look is going to be because it's in the thumbnail. So, it's not a surprise. I tried it last night just to make sure that I could do it. And I can. So, it is going to be my eyeshadow for work today, which is a little crazy. But it's fine. It's cute. I like doing fun makeup. I mean, I feel kind of weird doing it for work sometimes, but it's fine. It's just retail, and doesn't matter because I just have cute makeup. And then I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydro Glow Foundation in the shade 1R02. Shake her up a little bit. Gonna pump on the back of my hand, and then blend her with a big buffer foundation brush thing. And then obviously concealer. This is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla, just under my eyes and on my lids to cancel out any or cover anything, make it a nice clean solid base for the eyeshadow. Today might be the day that I toss this because I can't get anything out. There's some. Yeah. Today might be the day I toss her. Rest in peace. You are well loved. Then, obviously, blending with a concealer brush. Just lightly blending because I like to make sure everything's all blended with a sponge. Just to distribute the product with the brush, I guess. Get it all where it's supposed to be. And then sponge, go over everything, make sure it's all looking good. And then fully blend out the concealer. Dark pepper, so I'm very sorry if there's any burps. I will leave the big ones in because I think they're funny. And then cream products, this is the Anastasia contour stick in the shade Fawn. I'm gonna get on the back of my hand, warm it up. I don't like putting it directly on my face anymore. I did for a while, but I don't know. It's just easier to blend like this, you know? And then, as always, just kind of doing that shape to really sculpt. And then cream blush. This is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush in Bermuda. Excuse me. Damn. And we're doing lighter pink blush because the eyes are the main focus. And the blush that I normally use, or the blush shades that I normally use would not look well with this eye look. My everyday eye look, you can kind of do whatever kind of blush, but not with this. Cutesy dootsy. And then Powder Cheek Products, Charlotte Tilbury blush. No, it's bronzer in the shade Medium, with, of course, a big old fluffy brush. Don't want the face too warm, that's why I didn't use my Makeup and Mario Soft Sculpt. Don't want the face too warm because the eyes are gonna be cool, like cool toned, you know. And then my Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush in Pretty Peach. Just with a little blush brush. I don't know if this is a blush brush. I use it for blush. Powder blush. And just get some on. Kind of went a little crazy with the blush, but it's okay. I love blush. Then I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes and smile lines with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush False Finish Setting Finishing Powder. I don't know the difference between setting and finishing powder. I use it as a setting powder. So, but doing this with a little powder puff. Get out any creases and just get them on to face. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set my lids with this shade from the Makeup by Mario Moonlight palette. And now I'm gonna do that with this type of brush. Just blend out any creases and set the whole entire eyeshadow area. And definitely bring it pretty far out, because this eyeshadow lid is big. She's big and beautiful. And then eyebrows, I'm gonna go ahead and use my KVD pomade in the shade Graphite. I'm not gonna do this on camera because the eyeshadow is the main focus. Eyebrows are done, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spray setting spray. This is a mixture of the NARS Light Reflecting and the e.l.f. Power Grab. And then obviously I'm gonna put on a little chapstick. This is e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm Vanilla Frosting. And make sure your setting spray, especially on your eyes, is completely dry before you start the eyeshadow. Still gotta wait a little bit. So the palettes that I'm gonna be using are this random Cara Beauty Summer Days palette that an old friend gave me. This Juvia's Place Allure 2 palette, just the matte shade. And then I'm definitely gonna dip into the Makeup by Mario Ether Eyes Moonlight palette. Really you can use whatever palette and shades you want. These are just my most colorful palettes. So yeah. And I don't think I'm gonna really tell you what shades I'm using, just because it's mostly from a palette that I don't think is made anymore, and a palette that a lot of people probably don't have, because I think she had it like TJ Maxx, but I'm just gonna be describing it more so as the lightest, middle, and those types of shades, like describing them. So to start, we're going to be using this brush for the majority of packing the colors on. It is just a thicker type of eyebrow brush. It doesn't have a name. It is from Sanrio Makeup Brush Pack, but we're going to go in with our lightest color first and get some on the brush, and more go with the contour of your eye, like around your lid, to where you can still see it when your eyes are open if you have hooded eyes. So first, just pack on the shade. Can't see that shade a whole lot, but we'll make it more vibrant in a minute. We're just placing these shades first and bring it further over so you can blend it with the next shade. I think I'm going to bring it a little bit farther. And then I'm also not going to do the entire shape first. I'm going to start with the, I guess, wing part of it, just so it all connects and comes together well. So basically we're going to be working like this, but for the very end of the wing, I guess, I'm going to do black from the Makeup by Mario palette. You don't have to do black, you can just do the darkest shade that you want to do. And I want the black to be pretty much the entire wing, so just like that. And nothing has to look perfect right now. We're just placing the shades. And then we're gonna start working from here again. I'm gonna take my next deepest shade and just place that super duper quick right after the lightest. And make sure you're wiping your brush between every shade, just so, especially after you do the darkest shade and then the second darkest, I don't know. But make sure you're wiping your brush so none of the colors are mixing yet. Just like so. I'm gonna kind of blend these two shades super duper quick. Just take the lightest and make them blend a little bit. We're gonna blend later, but just to get them good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my next darkest shade and go ahead and place it down. Just starting where the last shade ended and placing her down. Just like so. Then kind of blend those two shades together some. And then I'm going to take my last darkest, like colorful shade, not the black, but a very dark blue, and connect right here, kind of bring it on the wing a little bit. So this is the shape that you should have with all your shades. And then we're gonna get a brush like this and just start taking a little bit of these shades at once and start blending it up. Starting with the lightest, but start exactly where you put it and just blend up a little teensy bit. It's okay if the base bottom line is kind of getting not as perfect. We're going to use concealer to fix it all. Yeah, just blend it up a little bit and do that with all of the shades that you used. And make sure you're also blending these shades together some. Just make sure your blending is all nice and seamless. Then for the wing part, just try and make it as sharp as possible. But you can always sharpen it more with concealer. Then we're going to go back in with this brush and really make the base line as pigmented as possible. Make sure there are no harsh lines that obviously are not under the baseline. That's pretty much what it should look like. Then we're going to go in and sharpen everything, sharpen that bottom line with concealer. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease with an NARS pot concealer. I prefer pot concealers for cut creases just because it's thicker and not super wet. I'm going to do that with this brush and just make everything as sharp as possible. And I definitely suggest keeping your eye open for this just so you make sure that you can see everything when your eye is open. When you get to this area, I will definitely show you how to do this part. Just obviously get that line as sharp as possible, and then you can just leave it like that. It's fine if it's over the bottom like wing line, because we're gonna blend everything. We're gonna blend this line in, and then just blend the concealer just super lightly. Then go ahead and set the concealer with a translucent setting powder. This is a loose setting powder. It's the Laura Mercier, and it's okay if it gets on the colors because it's translucent. It'll be fine. And then dust off any excess. And I just put the loose powder on with a small brush like this. And then we're going to go ahead and start working on this bottom line. I'm going to take the black that I used and keep your eye open, especially if you have hooded lids, just so it looks normal when your eye is open and not weird. I'll show you what it looks like if you don't do that. Basically just blending the shades this way, once again with the angled brush. But you see how it, let me use the next shade and you'll really be able to tell. You see what I mean? So definitely keep your eye open and bring it in probably a little bit farther than you think you should. Yeah, that is kind of it for that. Go ahead and blend everything. Make sure, obviously, it doesn't look patchy like mine does. Like I said, no harsh lines. It's okay if this is a harsh line because we're gonna cover it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then I will show you how we are gonna do the glitter. Okay, I did the other eye. I did forget to do my glitter on the lid. Just gonna use this brush. I'm gonna take the, of course, blue white glitter from the Makeup by Mario and just get this all mostly on the inner part, but towards the middle as well. Just so the cut crease area isn't so boring. It's a little something, not a whole lot, but something. And then for the glitter, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a line where obviously the baseline is of lash glue and then put glitter. And I'm just using this NYX holographic glitter and I'm putting it on with this brush. Get it a little tacky instead of just wet. And then pack it on. Just like so. And then brush away any excess with a brush. I'm actually gonna use a fluffier brush. And then for eyeliner, we're just doing an inner wing because we don't really need a wing, you know? Just like so. And I did that obviously with the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner. And then I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline and tightline with the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Eye Pencil in Legend. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do a light coat of mascara. This is just the Essence Lash Princess. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put on lashes. These are just Ioni Natural Light Wispies. And that is the eye look. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use highlighter, Urban Decay Space Cowboy, as always. And maybe a little bit of lip gloss. This is Essence Extreme Shine Volume, just to clear. But yeah, that is all. Hope you guys have a great day, night, whenever you're watching, and also thank you again for over 800 subscribers.